morning, how we doing? It's the brew day. Right, I've had a bit of a disaster this morning. Everything. I've had tripod problems, I've had electrics tripping. You know the stainless nut thing or bolt that you put in the middle of that to stop the grain going down through the pump? I've lost that, so I've had to use one of them. I have a feeling I put it somewhere and I forgot where I put it. I wonder where that's gone. I knew that would be the first thing I was going to lose. I've got stuff everywhere. I need a bit more room. But anyway, let's get on. My sealer, that'll be the next thing. It won't work when I try and seal them hops back up. So we're doing a Bohemian pilsner. I have never done a lager pilsner like that before, basically because I don't have time. Well, I do have time, but letting it lager. But I've got a vacant gesture there waiting for a tap, and they're nearly all full. So I've got time for this one to sit and lager. So it's pretty simple. It's 5 kilos of Bohemian pilsner, 77 grams of SARS at the start of the boil, and 38 grams of SARS at flame out. Protoflock. Smell them, they're really nice. Lovely. Yeast, Aruni, we are using Mangrove Jack's Bohemian Lager Yeast M84. A bit nervous about that because I did see the other day somebody had a funny smell or taste with it. What does it say use? Y yeast 2124 Bohemian Lager. Couldn't get any. Oh, it's going to be what it's going to be, isn't it? So what we're doing, we're doing an hour mash at 66. It says, what's the boil on this? Again, I'm struggling to understand, but that's not unusual, is it? Hour mash at 65, I'm doing 66. And then a boil of 1 hour 15 minutes. It's not a bitter beer, is it? I hope not. Don't know. Anyway, we're on our way. We've got some brew footage going on, a little bit. We're gonna do loads on it, and then see you in about 6-7 weeks. So the mess ups continue. I've done some pieces. I've missed some bits out. I've done some pieces to camera and forgot to plug me mic in. So, if I get through this brew day in one piece, then I'm gonna be a happy bunny, I'll tell you. Right, fermentation. This says denint between 10 and 15 degrees. I'm gonna ferment at 12. Meat sort of in the middle. Then I'm gonna condition it at 3, and it says 3 to 8 weeks. I suppose the longer the better. The only thing I don't know is whether I leave it in primary to condition it, I take it off the tub and put it in a secondary to condition it. I don't like doing that because of risk of infection, and just taking a risk I don't need. Or whether I keg it and condition it in the keg. Now, by the time we get to the tasting video, I'm guessing I'm going to have found that out. I'm going to put a message out on BrewTube Official or one of those, because I don't know the answer to that. Will it do it any harm sat on the trub for that long? Like I say, I don't like going into secondary if I can help it, because we all know why, don't we? And if I could keg it, put it back in the fermentation fridge to condition in the keg like that, do I carb it up, or do I just hit the headspace and then carb it up after it's conditioned? I don't know. Right, I better get writing, Anna. Anyway, we'll know by the time I come back. how we doing? Are we all right? Right, we made it. That beer was brewed. Cat's wowing. I'll show you why the cat's wowing. So Molly, unfortunately, is not happy with that being on. She has got a chicken leg. She cut it open on something. We're having to keep her in. And she is not a happy pussycat. She is not a happy pussycat. She's got a cat flap normally, but she's got to keep that on till she's not supposed to go out for a bit, but oh, she's doing me head in. I mean, I don't blame her. Go on. I don't blame her, because I'd be bored if I was stuck in for, it's been a week and a half. Might be a bit longer. She's having stitches out this week. Anyway, back to the beer. Now, I might have to... Now, the Bohemian or Czech pilsner. Look at that. So that was an easy brew day. To be fair, it wasn't particularly the brew day. It was technical difficulties. If I wasn't videoing it, I wouldn't have had many problems, would I? But anyway, it was fine. We're here. That is, it's about 6.5 weeks conditioning that. I'll tell you what, it's taking forever. Took 2 weeks and a bit to ferment out, then I cold DIACETYLRESTed it, and then I cold crushed it, I kegged it, force carbed it, and then conditioned it for 6 weeks about. Oh, it looks amazing, but it takes bleeding forever, doesn't it? Right, a little bit of history. Bohemian or Czech pilsner. Now, Joseph Groll, I'm reading this. Joseph Groll, Bavarian brewer in Pilsner. He brewed the first one, the Urquell. First time in 1842. Now, they used to condition theirs in caves, not fermentation fridges like us. It's supposed to be 4.2 to 5.4% for the style. Came in at 4.5%, so I'm about there, aren't I? That's all right. The head is not kicking about forever for some reason, but it's nice and white. It's lovely carbonated. It's a beautiful light straw colour. And it is definitely clear. Right then. Saaz hops. This style's supposed to be brewed with Saaz hops. And we know they're a bit spicy, and this is a bit spicy. It's complex, malty. It's really crisp and clean. And very, very thirst quenching. It takes a while to do this, but it's most definitely worth the wait. That is beautiful. Now, bog standard lagers and stuff like that, I'm not a big fan. You know, it's got its place, it's fine, but I'll have a Budweiser or something like that on barbecue if I'm taking a few bottles or a case of it to someone's house. Generally, I don't drink a lot of lager. I know a lot of people that do, and there'll be a lot of people. I know some. I've got some friends who don't drink anything but. So I'm going to get them round and see what they think of this. But I reckon I've hit that on Ed, because I mean that colour is just incredible. I've got like I did a video with the light behind it, so I'm pretty superficial, and it did look. I mean, in this light, like I say. It's like a pale straw, like a straw-like colour. It's just, I'll tell you, carbonation's perfect. It looks good in that glass. That's got something about it. I mean, I do like a Pilsner. If I'm going to drink anything like that, it wants to be a Pilsner. I'm impressed, but it is a bit time consuming. Tempted to buy another keg and brew one in winter so it doesn't tie a fermentation fridge up. It's cold in here, so once I've brewed it, it can just sit in a cold garage. Or even outside. Maybe I'll probably not outside, that's probably not a great idea, is it? But shed, garage, I could put it outside in winter and it could just sit there for a few weeks. I could do a couple, couldn't I? Buy 2 kegs. Then get it ready for summer, I don't know. I'd drink it any time of the year, to be honest, but that is something a bit different. First time, as you know from the start of the video, that I've brewed a lagery type beer, and with the yeast, like I said, I was a bit worried because somebody had a bit of a problem with it, but there's nothing wrong with this. It is cracking. Absolutely cracking. Wow. That is a complete success, that is. And I don't care if I do blow my own trumpet. So, thanks for watching. See you soon.
Like, subscribe and hit the bell.